New from the Creation Club for Fallout 4, When Pigs Fly, a new quest update that adds scrappy, handmade weapons to Fallout 4. This recent update for Fallout 4 comes with a number of new Creation Club creations that I'll be covering individually in the coming days. Now, usually when the Creation Club is updated, you have to click on the Creation Club button from the main menu, and then navigate the Creation Club to find the creation you want, and then purchase it with credits. Only once purchased and downloaded and installed will you be able to access it from within the game. But in Bethesda's latest update for Fallout 4, these new creations, as well as a few old ones, are added to your game for free. You don't have to download them, you don't have to install them, they're included in the update, which essentially makes them now a baked-in part of the game. So once the update is installed, all you have to do to access these creations is log into the game. Once you do, all of the new quests associated with these new creations start flying by on your screen. Today we're going to be tackling When Pigs Fly. Investigate the Merchant Workshop. Inspecting it in our Pip-Boy, we find a location highlighted in the ruins of Cambridge. Heading that way, we see that it's a hive of activity. First, a Deathclaw appears. This Deathclaw is wedged between these buildings and he's preoccupied with something. Codsworth raced forward to aggro him, which allowed me to throw Molotov cocktails and attack him from these alleyways. Have to say, I haven't seen a Deathclaw spawn in tight alleyways like this before, and the character I'm playing this on is only level 17, so yeah, I was being cautious.
Gone. What was that? Gotta be.
Area secure.
Once the Deathclaw is dead, we can creep forward to find a bunch of Brotherhood bodies. I don't think this is part of the creation. I just think a whole lot of random stuff happened in this location all at once, because afterwards I saw a number of Brotherhood patrols going in and out of this alleyway. So it was just kind of messy here. But to get back to the creation, we see a garage where a merchant named Suggs has set up shop. If we talk with him, he doesn't have any new unique dialogue. He's got generic trader dialogue. However, his shop has a couple of new items. First up is the nail gun. Fans of Fallout New Vegas will recognize this immediately. This is none other than the H&H Tools nail gun, produced by the H&H Tools Company, founded by Robert House's father. I covered the full story of the H&H Tools Company in a lore video many years ago that you can watch here. The nail gun was added to Fallout New Vegas in the Lonesome Road DLC, and it's great to see it here in Fallout 4. The nail gun takes a new ammo type called nails, and Suggs here does sell some. These nails are very rare, so we need to buy them from Suggs whenever we find him. It acts like a rapid-firing railway rifle, because like the railway rifle, we can dismember body parts and even pin them to walls. We'll get into its modifications at a weapons workbench a little bit later. He also sells a new weapon called the Saw Blade Launcher. And like with the nails, he sells ammunition called saw blades that we need to snag because it's a very rare ammunition. Like with the nail gun, the Saw Blade Launcher has a number of improvements available in a weapon workbench that we'll cover a bit later. So where did Suggs get all these new weapons? To find out, we need to explore his little shop here. He has a variety of weapons on display back here, but none of them are new. To investigate further, we need to read his terminal. Inside, we find 4 options. In the first, open for business. Moving the shop to Cambridge was a good idea. There's a little less heat compared to the military base. The sirens there tend to attract ferals like crap on a mole rat. At least raiders are a bit more predictable. Using the Chinese grenade launcher we salvaged at the training yard, I've developed schematics for some prototype pipe versions. Marvin's offered up some additional ideas, but they're a bit on the impractical side. I probably shouldn't have laughed when he mentioned partnering up, though. I should apologize later. So Suggs, with his partner Marvin, salvaged a bunch of this stuff at a nearby military base, possibly the National Guard training yard. In the next one, Marvin's gone. Marvin's gone missing, and so have my schematics for the pipe version of the grenade launcher. I've been paying the raiders for protection, so I don't think it's a kidnapping. I'm kind of worried about him, to be honest. We didn't leave on the best terms. So find Marvin, find a schematic for the pipe version of the grenade launcher. In the next one, weapons dealer in Monor Plaza. Word is there's another merchant working out of Monor Plaza selling grenade launchers to the raiders. But not just any launchers, pipe ones. That's way too soon to be a coincidence. I'd bet my last rat away they've got my schematics. Bastards are trying to put me out of business with my own product. Hopefully Marvin's safe. That's the most important thing. Still, it'd be nice to find out what happened to both him and my work so I can salvage my deal with the weapon traders downtown. And in the final one, customer orders. We see a list of items that raiders have ordered from Suggs in the past. In the first one, Chinese grenade launcher. Price 750 caps. Notes. I have a ghoul client, claims to be ex-military, who used to tell me about these grenade launchers the Chinese had in Anchorage. Supposedly, they made a frag gun that could punch through power armor like a wet bag. I doubted him at first. Sounded like a bunch of hocus pocus from the wrong end of a Brahmin. But then we found this confiscated weapons cache at the training yard, and we've been in the launcher business ever since. A lot of this is all reverse engineering, but what we've made ought to satisfy the buyer. We've also got several new prototypes, but I'll keep my plans close to the vest. Nobody save Marvin has to know. Wait, an anonymous 200-year-old ghoul who fought for America in Anchorage against the Reds before the war? We don't have any concrete evidence, but this could be a reference to Cooper Howard from the Fallout TV show, though what he would be doing in Boston at this point in time is a big question. It's probably just some other 200-year-old pre-war ghoul who fought for America in Anchorage. In the next one, baseball launcher. Client Mo Cronin. Item baseball launcher, price 750 caps. Mo asked if I can make him an authentic baseball launcher, the kinda designated hurler, or DH, used to kill swatters and armed hecklers. If it was designed to kill spectators, I'll need to calculate the launch angles based on how high the upper stands are. That should give me a ballpark figure on how much range it had. Oh, nice pun there, Suggs. Clever. And the next one, pipe grenade launcher. Price, protection. Client, raiders. I've got a deal worked out with the local raiders. I build them some weapons. They keep the store safe. Hopefully their demands won't get too out of line. Weapons are fine, but if they start asking for caps, I'm gonna have to push back a little. And the last two are completed invoices, which is why we found both of these items on his inventory for the nail gun and the saw blade launcher. Reading the nail gun first. Client raiders, price protection. I've modified the nail gun's velocity so it has more range and works better as a weapon. Call me cynical, but I sincerely doubt the raider gangs want to use it to put up wood paneling. And in the last one, saw blade launcher. Client raiders, price protection. First a nail gun, now a saw blade launcher? I asked one of the raiders if they used to work in construction, but the guy just gave me this confused look like his brain was bent into a pretzel. So yeah, it's pretty clear they have no idea what these tools were originally used for. It's like one of those tests old world shrinks give out where you show someone a picture and they tell you what they think it is. I bet if you showed them a pillow, they'd say it was a weapon to smother people with. Crap, I shouldn't give them any ideas. If my next order is for a pillow launcher, I've got no one to blame but myself. Well, Suggs just don't let them read your terminal, I guess. So we learned a number of things. In addition to the nail gun and the saw blade launcher that we found on his inventory, there are at least 3 other weapons that he made. A Chinese grenade launcher, a baseball launcher, and a pipe grenade launcher. And there's a merchant operating out of Monor Plaza selling items that only Suggs here should be able to make. Our best bet to find these other weapons is to go to Monor Plaza. We'll go equipped with the nail gun and the saw blade launcher to test out how they work, after we clear the raiders outside with the .50 caliber rifle.
Caution, sir. I believe something is stalking us.
With the exterior clear, we can head inside Monsignor Plaza. We can hack into the nearby Novice Lock terminal to release the nearby Protectron and then let him go do his thing. The Protectron drew in a bunch of raiders, and we can hide behind this wall to take them out from stealth.
Continued resistance is on.
Switching to the saw blade launcher, we can test it out. But we're not done. These raiders still know we're here. And this saw blade launcher has surprisingly good range and accuracy.
As if I didn't know what to do if I found something.
Here come the fireworks!
With most of these raiders dead, we can begin to loot, and we discover that the saw blade ammunition works like railway spikes. If we successfully kill an enemy with it, we have a chance to loot the ammunition we used from the enemy's body, which is great since this ammo is so rare. And the nail gun pins heads to walls just like the railway rifle. A wonderful little feature, though I didn't find any nails on the bodies of these raiders. Moving upstairs, we can clear more of the raiders.
Wait a minute.
This saw blade launcher packs a punch. I'm only level 17, I've got lots of skill points left to spend, and I was still able to kill each of these guys with one shot from the saw blade launcher. However, these raiders are named Marvin's Store Security. So Marvin, Sug's former partner, is the one who set up a shop in Monsignor Plaza, betraying him. Looks like we found Marvin's store, but Marvin isn't here. Heading inside the store, we can loot the place. We find a Piggy Bank Mine. What is this? It's a little pink piggy bank turned into a mine. It does 352 damage, which is more than the bottle cap mine, which only does 301 damage, making this Piggy Bank Mine one of the most powerful mines in the game. On the shop counter, we find a rapid pipe grenade launcher rifle.
Nice.
It's a legendary item with the rapid legendary effect, improving fire rate by 25% and reload by 15%. It's a grenade rifle. Finally! I really enjoyed the grenade rifles, in particular Thump Thump from Fallout New Vegas, and it's great to finally get some here. And it looks like it comes with a unique skin and takes a brand new ammunition type, which we'll cover in just a bit. But next to this weapon is a note, Marvin's note. Hypothesis. I hate Suggs. Despise him. He mocks my ideas. Tells me they're impractical and a symptom of an underlying mental issue. Well, at least I have ideas. At least I have an imagination. Theory. I hate him because for 3 years I gave my sweat and tears and brain cells to that ungrateful son of a gun, helping turn his boring ideas into a reality. But one day I asked him when he'd make me a full-time partner, and he said, "When pigs fly." Well, I've done it. I've made pigs fly. In fact, when me and my new friends see him next, these little piggies are gonna fly right into his stupid face. Law. Suggs deserves to die. It'll be my pigs that kill him. I know just where to wait for him, too. There's a rooftop across the street from his workshop with a clear view of the road. As soon as he leaves to make his deliveries, I'll rain pork from above. And when the piggy slams into his skull and the broken glass cuts his skin and the cut becomes infected and then he dies weeks later due to a lack of available medical supplies and poor health infrastructure, everything he owns will be mine. As far as plans go, it's practically foolproof. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I think Marvin might be a bit unstable, but now we know where he went. He went to a rooftop overlooking Suggs' shop. We need to head that way before he kills Suggs. But not before we finish looting. Nearby, we find a missile. We can disarm a bathroom scale to find another Piggy Bank Mine on this shelf back here. And look at that. It's a teeny tiny bowler hat. Items of unusual size are pretty rare in Fallout 4, though they're common in Fallout 3. This is a nice callback to that game, I think. And then on the top shelf, we find 3 more piggyback mines and a 10mm reflex sight. But the best find is inside this shopping basket. We find 40mm frag grenades, the ammo we need for our new grenade launcher. Now, Monor Plaza is a Radiant quest destination for a number of Radiant quests in the game, but there's no dedicated quest that brings us here, except for this one now. There is some minimal lore associated with Monor Plaza that is unrelated to this quest, which I covered in a video on Monor Plaza that you can watch here. After looting the place, we can equip our brand new grenade launcher and make for the exit. At the end of this long hallway, we see that we haven't killed absolutely everyone. Time to test out our Thump Thump. Oh, and it's a thing of beauty. How I missed this. I know it's not called Thump Thump, but I'm going to name it Thump Thump. After looting the end of dungeon steamer trunk, we can open the door, head down the stairs, and make our way back outside. Now, we've got a merchant to save. Racing all the way back to the little garage shop, we can dodge mole rats with frag mines strapped to their backs. As we get close, we hear the Brotherhood in the air above us. And the activity going on right outside Suggs' shop kind of breaks this encounter a little bit, because Marvin doesn't stay on the roof. Instead, when we arrive, we find him racing into the alleyway. And so we can kill him with our new grenade launcher. On his corpse is a Piggy Bank launcher bomb with the grenade launcher schematics, and on the ground next to his body is a Piggy Bank Fat Man. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly as I thought it would look. It's a fat man with a piggy bank inside. Great. Well, I think we kind of broke this encounter a little bit. We should probably head to the rooftop overlooking Suggs' shop to see if there's anything there. We find a fire escape nearby, and on the way up, we pick up another piggy bank on a side table. We see that Brotherhood patrol down there, and we hear a bunch of fighting in the alleyway outside Suggs' shop. Then we come upon the body of one of Marvin's store security. Right. So these guys somehow aggroed either Suggs or other raiders or Brotherhood patrols in the area, making this guy dead before we even got up here. Perhaps it was the vertibird that we hear flying above that killed these guys up here. Anyway, we find the rooftop clear. On a table by a fridge, we find another Piggy Bank mine, and we hear more activity on the ground below. Looks like those are some of Marvin's thugs. This is a great opportunity to test out the new Piggy Bank launcher. Ooh, and the piggy banks explode in a shower of caps. I wonder if we can loot them. There's only one way to find out. Returning to the rooftop, we can finish exploring, but we don't find anything else new here. So we can loot the building as we climb all the way down to the ground floor and then make our way towards Suggs. On the body of one of Marvin's store security, whom we killed from the roof, we find 218 modified baseballs and a baseball launcher, as well as caps on the ground from the Fat Man. I didn't notice them at the time, but you can clearly see them here, which means, yes, we can loot caps when each piggy bank explodes. Moving forward, we see that Suggs is alert. There's someone else here.
I'm going to look over here now.
Oh, well, someone just destroyed the vertibird. Peering around the corner, we can pull out the baseball launcher and see what we find. It's more of Marvin's store security. We can take him out. Wow! Whoa! Oh! Okay, we kind of blew him away there, didn't we? Well, I think I like this thing. It's like a leaf blower combined with baseballs. But now we gotta track down the body. The last body we found had unique loot on it, and so we can't let this body escape. But this is like finding a needle in a haystack. Luckily, I finally stumbled upon his corpse. but there was nothing new on the body. So, hightailing it all the way back to Suggs, we can wave off the Brotherhood Patrol and then give the schematics to Suggs.
Hey, thanks for your help.
As a reward, he gives us a penetrating Chinese grenade launcher rifle. It has the penetrating legendary effect, which ignores 30% of the target's damage and energy resistance. And with that, we complete the quest, When Pigs Fly. And checking out his inventory, he now has the 40mm frag grenade ammunition available for purchase. Another rare ammunition type that we need to buy at every opportunity. As we wander around to loot the place, we see lots of the modified baseballs lying on the ground. So the baseball launcher works a lot like the bowling ball launcher from the Far Harbor DLC. After expending the ammunition, it lies on the ground available for pickup later. If we're lucky, we can walk around and get all of our baseballs back, which is important because the launcher only uses modified baseballs, not regular baseballs. However, we can craft this ammunition. Heading to Diamond City, we can go to Mo Cronin and buy a bunch of baseballs off his inventory. Then, going to any chemistry station, we find a new option to craft modified baseballs using regular baseballs and a little bit of oil. Moving to Arturo, we see that his inventory list is updated with these new items. The first time I inspected his inventory, I found some modified baseballs for sale, and these come in a really cool canister. The second time I went to him, I discovered Piggy Bank launcher bombs for sale. I'm assuming that his inventory will update randomly from day to day, and he won't have all of the ammunition types for all of the new weapons each time we visit him. So it's going to be tricky to keep ammunition in stock for all these new weapons. We really will have to purchase from these merchants at every opportunity. With the quest done and everything looted, we can more closely inspect everything. We'll start by inspecting the nail gun in a weapons workbench. We see that it has a variety of upgrades, but few of them are cosmetic. Most of them just increase the power of the nail gun. For receivers, it comes equipped with the Standard, which offers armor penetration, but it also has the Light Frame, which decreases its weight but reduces its damage, Heavy Frame, which increases its weight but increases its damage, the Calibrated, which increases critical shot damage, Hardened, which increases damage even more at the expense of range, Powerful, which improves damage and rate of fire but decreases range, Rapid, which comes with superior rate of fire but decreases range and damage, Calibrated Powerful, which has superior damage and better critical shot damage and accuracy, Hardened Piercing, which improves both damage and armor penetration at the cost of range, and Advanced, which has exceptional damage and improves the rate of fire. For barrels, we have a choice between the short and long barrel. The long barrel simply improves hip fire and recoil. For grips, we've got three options: no grip, standard grip, which it comes with, and the sharpshooter grip, which improves recoil and hip fire accuracy. We have 4 magazine options. It comes with standard, but it also has the quick eject mag, improving reload speed, the drum magazine, which increases ammo capacity at the cost of reload speed, and the drum quick eject mag, which improves both ammo capacity and reload speed. And it comes with a variety of sights, all the reflex sights that we're used to from many of the guns in Fallout 4, and also some scopes. We get the short scope, the short night vision scope, the medium scope, and the recon scope. And it has 2 muzzle options. It comes equipped with no muzzle, but we can install a Gauss muzzle, which improves damage and armor penetration and increases projectile speed and range. A step up from that is the overcharged Gauss muzzle, which increases all the same things even further. It doesn't look like we can change the paint scheme on the nail gun. And here are some up-close beauty shots. Next, we can inspect the saw blade launcher. It comes with the standard receiver, but we can upgrade it to the light frame receiver, which decreases weight but reduces damage, The heavy receiver, which increases weight and increases damage. Calibrated, which increases critical shot damage. Hardened, which further improves damage. Hair trigger, which makes the trigger more sensitive and increases rate of fire. Powerful, which has superior damage. And calibrated powerful, which has superior damage and better critical shot damage. Then we find two options here, which I think take up the muzzle slot in most weapons, but clearly these aren't muzzles. However, they provide similar functions. The first option is air-powered, which reduces damage, but it suppresses sound from firing. But the one this weapon comes equipped with is Gauss-powered, which improves range and projectile speed and damage. Then we've got 3 stock options: the standard stock, no stock, and the one it comes equipped with, which is the recoil compensating stock, which improves recoil. Finally, like with the nail gun, we've got a variety of reflex sight options and scopes, including the short, medium, short night vision, medium night vision, and short recon scopes. A saw blade launcher with a recon scope. That makes total sense. The pipe grenade launcher has 5 different receivers. It comes equipped with the standard receiver. The light frame reduces weight and damage. The hardened improves damage. The hair trigger makes the trigger more sensitive and improves rate of fire. And the powerful gives it superior damage. It has 2 barrel options, short or long. The long increases range, sighted accuracy, and recoil at the expense of hip fire accuracy. And it has a plethora of stock options. We could give it a standard grip, a comfort grip, which improves recoil and hip fire accuracy, a sharpshooter's grip, which does the same thing, only better. The full stock, which it comes with, has better sighted accuracy, better recoil and aim with scopes, and improves bash. The lightweight stock, which does all of that, but reduces weight as well. The marksman stock, which has exceptional sighted accuracy and superior recoil, and aim with scopes and better bash. And finally, the comfort stock, which does all of the above, but better. It has 3 sight options, the standard sights, a short scope, and a reflex sight. And we've got 3 muzzle options: no muzzle, a large bayonet, and even a suppressor for a grenade launcher. Okay, awesome! Unlike the nail gun and saw blade launcher, we can change the skin of the pipe grenade launcher. It currently has the boom pipe skin equipped, but we can remove the paint altogether or paint it green, orange, pink, red, white, and yellow. Now it's time for a closer look and to take it for a test run. Next is the baseball launcher. It comes with the standard receiver, but it also has the calibrated, which improves critical shot damage and accuracy, the hardened, which improves damage, the improved calibrated, which gives it superior critical shot damage and better accuracy, the powerful, which improves damage, calibrated powerful, which grants superior critical shot damage, better accuracy, and improves damage, and the improved powerful, which grants superior damage. It has 2 barrel options, the short and the long is what it dropped with. Then it also has scopes. It's got no sights, iron sights, reflex sights, and glow reflex sight. Alright, so it doesn't actually have scopes, it's got sights. I would be surprised if we could put a scope on this thing. But we can add a muzzle. We can add a fire nozzle, which sets baseballs on fire. Look at that, it's just adding a blowtorch to the end of the baseball launcher. Awesome. And we can change the appearance. It comes equipped with the orange paint scheme, but there's a baseball paint scheme, which looks like the little tubes of baseballs, blue, flame decal, green, hot pink, the default orange, red, or yellow. Then we can take it for a spin. Next is the Chinese Grenade Launcher. It has 5 receivers, it comes with the standard, but it also has the light frame, which decreases weight and damage, the hardened, which improves damage, the hair trigger, which makes the trigger more sensitive and improves rate of fire, and the powerful, and has superior damage. Then there's the barrel options. It comes equipped with the long barrel, or we could give it a fluted long barrel, which improves range, sighted accuracy, and recoil at the expense of hip fire accuracy. There are 3 stock options: short, full, which it comes equipped with, and the marksman, which grants exceptional sighted accuracy, superior recoil and aim with scopes, and improved bash. 2 magazine options, standard or large, which increases magazine capacity at the expense of reload speed. 4 sight options, the standard sights that it comes equipped with, a ballistic shield, which greatly increases explosive damage resistance while the weapon is equipped. Nice! This makes it so you can hit targets that are closer to you without taking as much damage. Or we can add a reflex sight or a short scope. And we've got 3 muzzles. No muzzle, the compensator, which improves per shot recoil and recoil control while reducing range, or the muzzle brake, which grants exceptional recoil control, better per shot recoil, but reduces range. And we can change the paint scheme. It comes with a marine paint scheme, but we could give it a standard paint scheme, the Chinese Army scheme, desert, graffiti, swamp, or winterized. And we can take it for a spin.
Picking up hostile life signs. Peekaboo!
Finally, we can examine the Piggy Bank Fat Man Launcher, but we don't see any new options. And we can take it for a spin. And there you go, that is the When Pigs Fly creation update for Fallout 4. So, is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. It's free. I think all of the new weapons were really well done. They're fun to play with, extremely powerful, and there are lots of customization options. The quest was short, but interesting and fun. I think they probably could have put Suggs in a less congested area to reduce the risk of, well, what happened? So many people walking by, lots of creatures and enemies fighting Suggs and dying before we got to them. And I think this quest should be level locked. I have a feeling I'm going to be saying that a lot for many of the new creations I'll be reviewing soon. But at level 17, I'm now equipped with a huge arsenal of really, really powerful weapons. That said, the ammunition for all of them is pretty rare. I'd probably have to spend days visiting merchants, sleeping, passing time, revisiting merchants, going to Suggs, going to Diamond City, going to Good Neighbor, rinse and repeat over and over again just to collect enough ammunition to make any of these weapons viable everyday weapons. Instead, I think it makes more sense to use them as special case weapons, emergency scenarios, or big boss fight weapons, since the ammunition is so rare. Aside from all of that, I'm really impressed by this creation, and I had a lot of fun with it. But I'd love to hear what you have to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I publish new Fallout videos each and every week on my channel, and don't worry, I will cover all of the new creations that were recently released in upcoming videos soon. If you don't want to miss them, be sure to subscribe and to click that bell notification button. I've got a plush for sale. My one-of-a-kind plush is in stock and ready to ship, but I'm running out. Most of them have been sold, and when they're gone, they're gone. So if you don't want to miss your opportunity to own an Oxhorn plush, snag one today. I've also got a shirt shop with completely unique designs that you can't find anywhere else. My designs come on shirts in a variety of men's, women's, and children's sizes, and in a wide array of colors. You can find them on other products as well, like smartphone cases, pillows, posters, mugs, stickers, prints, etc. So if interested, you can find a link to my shop in the description below, or you can click here. If you like what I do and you want to support me in another way, consider becoming a patron on Patreon or a member here on YouTube. YouTube members get little badges next to their names in the comment sections of my videos, and they have access to ox emojis that they can use in my video comments and in the live chats of my live streams. But more than anything, I'm just so glad you're here watching this video with me today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with new Fallout videos.